Hi, I'm John.
And I'm Greg, and this is the Greater Than Golf podcast.
We're here, and this is the start.
This is the beginning.
The beginning of something hopefully beautiful. We started this journey a while ago.
Yeah.
This is just kind of the first time we've gotten to sit down and trying to bring this to the world through podcast form.
Yeah.
So, Greg, why don't you start us off and give us a little bit of where we came from and how we got here.
Yeah. So I think we knew each other a while ago, but our family had gone on a trip to France. It sounds exotic. We were in,
to me, it is
Chamonix. We were in Chamonix, France. Yeah. And in the French Alps, Chamonix sits right at the base of Mont Blanc. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. We were there at the first week of June, and our family was going to go paragliding. And so we take the tram up to where the launch site is for paragliding.
Mm-hmm. And
in the background right there is the ice fall of Mont Blanc. It's just gorgeous, beautiful day.
It's a glacier.
Puffy clouds.
Like, for those, if you haven't seen, maybe we should have somebody look it up and get a picture up. But
yeah,
it's a glacier.
It's a glacier. It's Mont Blanc is 15,000 feet plus in elevation, has this gigantic glacier that just pretty much falls down into the valley just above Chamonix.
Yeah.
In France.
Sounds incredible.
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. So we had booked paragliding to go on this as part of our vacation. And so the kids go, and we all have a pilot with us. But my pilot, we take off, and the way that the current flows, we gain maybe another couple hundred feet in elevation.
It takes you up.
Yeah. It takes us up, which was fascinating.
And what's the feeling like in your body when you're going, like, getting taken up into paragliding?
Oh, well, have you ever been skydiving?
Well, not skydiving. No, I have paraglided once. Yes.
Okay. So, it actually makes you sick
because your stomach goes.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, it's thrilling, right? It's like when you're on a roller coaster and you're going up, that's sort of anticipation or
weightlessness,
excitement.
almost.
Weightlessness.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating because it's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because there's no engine or anything. It's just air. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And the fascinating thing too is as you're rising, sometimes the air currents will dip and lift, and you have no idea when that's going to happen.
Yeah. It's like the pilots know they're
the pilots know. They have an awareness. They have an awareness of the currents and where things are going to be. But for you, your knowledge or what you can anticipate isn't.
No,
you don't have that awareness.
Yeah.
You're just there for the ride. And so you can get sick.
Yeah. My memory of it, is just like in awe and kind of powerless, but also just like adrenaline's flowing too.
Oh yeah. 100. Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys, but when I did it, you had to sign your life away like 100 times, liability waivers.
Yes.
Like basically you're going to die.
Oh yeah.
And that sets the stage for it too.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So Chamonix, beautiful paragliding.
And we're signing the life of all of our children away as well. So
there's some risk.
Yeah. So the kids had already gone, and I was one of the last to be able to take off. But when we were getting ready to go on the tram, there were people that were setting up, they were taking their skis. And so they were getting ready to mountaineer to the top. It's early June, but they were going to mountaineer, climb to the top of Mont Blanc and be able to ski a little bit.
Yeah.
And so being skiers, right? I'm thinking, how amazing would it be to climb to the top of Mont Blanc and ski the top of the glacier.
Yeah.
So sure enough, the pilot takes us over the ice fall of the glacier.
Wow.
Which is amazing. You can see down in the crevasses, pretty much go and see things that nobody can walk to because you're in flight, you're in the air, right?
Yeah.
But then also at elevation, you can look to the summit of Mont Blanc and you can see the ski tracks. And so I am thinking, how amazing would it be to be skiing on the top of the glacier in early June above this gorgeous valley in the Alps. And so we land in the valley floor, and Elizabeth was behind me. And so while we were waiting for her to land, another guy landed in the valley floor right there where we were at in this park, and he's got skis strapped to the back.
Oh man.
On his back.
So he skis down and then paraglides down from there.
He skis down, paraglides over the ice fall, lands in the valley.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that is what a day.
Yeah.
What a day. Get up early in the morning, go take the tram to the top, hike to the summit, mountaineer to the summit of Mont Blanc, ski, and then paraglide to the valley floor.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but where we were staying was also just a few hundred yards away from the Chamonix golf course.
Oh, yeah.
So, and there's a picture of the golf course. It's just in the valley along the river, looking up to the Alps.
Yeah.
Mont Blanc in the background.
Imagine.
So now I'm thinking, it would be a phenomenal day.
That's a day.
That's a day. Go to the top of Mont Blanc, ski the glacier, paraglide down, finish with 18 in the valley.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm thinking, what a day. And even though we still had like another 2 weeks in Europe, we went to Italy and it was wonderful and it was amazing and wonderful trip. The first person I thought of about who to share this idea was with you.
Yeah. Which is weird. But I mean, I was your son's golf coach.
Right. You were coaching.
And we had, when you came out and watched him, we'd always have good conversations.
Right.
We've skied together. Families have skied together.
Yeah.
We're multi-sport athletes.
Yeah.
We're also middle-aged men that are
very much so
believe that we're right in our prime. But
yeah,
a few, I don't know. The science would might say we're past it, but enjoy. We're in Colorado.
Yeah,
enjoy the outdoors, all sorts of things. If we could do it, I think we'd probably, and this might be part of the dream.
Yeah, is
just live our lives, train for experiences.
Yeah,
double black diamonds shoots.
Yeah.
And golf,
right?
Mountain bike, maybe run. I don't know. Like there's all sorts of things that we love doing. And it requires a bit of commitment.
Yes.
To do these things.
Yeah.
But also the mentality of like the awe and wonder that in the outdoors and beauty of God's creation.
Yes.
And there is a spiritual side to all this for both of us too, right? So maybe if we can explore that a little bit I think that's a piece of how this all came together and a piece of the vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's the combination of the physical experience of doing things in the world. Like when we've been skiing or stories that get told when you're skiing or playing golf or fly fishing or being out when you are in play, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time is knowing that there is this skill acquisition kind of thing
train. There is some sort of training and wanting to be excellent at what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right.
So
that just doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. But I think that if there was a spiritual element or the content behind it is several aspects. One is fellowship. Who do you do these things with?
Yeah, because it's doing these alone. It's okay.
Right. Yeah.
But sharing experience.
Right.
Yeah. So much better.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was with my family on that experience, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
And we were able to participate and do those things together, which we're really grateful for.
Yeah.
But there are also times when you experience these things in fellowship with other friends, a community or friendships that can be grown and developed, where it's, in my mind, it is play. It's being middle-aged.
Yeah.
You are almost relearning what was it like when you had an idea and you wanted to create or try to do something, and really just go play. You go play golf.
Yeah.
You go ski together, and all of those things.
Yeah. We're pretty much past our competition phase of things, and we probably should be, at least.
Yeah.
Where it's like trying to win the trophy.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And we're like out for our own victory.
Right.
Or whatnot. And there's not that much team type play available to us.
Yeah.
So the playful aspect, like there is some competition can be playful.
Yeah.
But we're not necessarily trying to beat each other. We're just trying to really push each other to be the best we can be.
Yeah.
In a way, when it comes to competition. And then the play side of that is just like really taking just joy in what we're doing.
Yeah.
Whether we're doing it to like incredible, like scratch golfer versus, 12 handicap versus 20 handicap.
Right.
I think instead of being out there on the course, beating ourselves up because we're not the scratch handicap golfer.
Yeah.
That joy side of the things, which is the playful side of things, is really important, especially as we get a little bit on this other side of things, and we might start gaining some strokes back, and that might be hard.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting, your Chamonix like experience, which was I'm envious. I love the thought of it. Like, and when you told me about it originally, I was just like, oh, incredible. And at that same year, I had gotten to do a lot of different things that were really, really cool as well.
Right.
Combination of experiences. I played Torrey Pines and then went paraglided.
Right. You sent me those pictures.
That was
amazing.
That was amazing. Like, what a day. And then we went downtown San Diego, and downtown San Diego has the best food.
Yeah.
And had just excellent food. And drinks in excellent environments.
We could test that with French.
Yes, totally. And I went to Nova Scotia and played golf.
Right.
At the best golf course I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Which,
by the way, thanks for sending me those pictures.
Yeah. Yeah. You're very welcome.
You get to go.
When you're having lobster rolls on the turn in Nova Scotia on Cape Breton Island at the Cabot Cliffs golf course.
Right.
It is one of those things. Just like, well, I could send this to some, I'm not trying to make you jealous, but it's just a result of trying to share the joy
I think that's
of
what
what
it
I'm
is,
doing.
though. It's being, I think when we send pictures of those types of experiences, it's just, sharing in the joy that you are experiencing. There's a lot of gratitude, and I don't know, sometimes it's gratitude that other people are able to go and do those things, which is fantastic.
Yeah. And one piece of this creation of Greater Than Golf has been the permission for each of us to kind of dream into other experiences like this that we've had, and maybe the gear or some of the things that we'd need to prepare for that or have on those trips. So maybe talk a little bit about that and what that has been like for you. Permission to dream a little bit.
Permission to dream. I think we all, in so many ways, is those types of experiences, like in Chamonix, or when you were at Nova Scotia, or at Torrey Pines, or any of those types of locations, or when we have the opportunity to do that, is, I wonder, you mentioned the spiritual part of it. I think part of the vision or the dream is you have this moment where you begin to experience where you get to create, where you get to play and create and experience those things in it. It's almost like, when you're a kid, you got to play on the playground, but now you can go play on these courses along the sea. You can go play in these mountains that are just huge, in these beautiful and amazing spaces and environments. And I think it was interesting. We were talking because we went skiing today, right? Elizabeth and I with some friends.
You skied today. I played 9 holes. We're in Colorado. It was 65, 70 degrees. Right. You're up on the snow.
True.
Which is another piece of what we've thought about in this too. But that was we split a greater than day between the two of us.
It was and the cool thing is we get to share those stories right together, and I think that's exciting. I think that the depth of what occurs, though, is we could say that was just fun. Yeah, we just went skiing, or we just played 9 holes, and sometimes that's what it is. And sometimes it could even feel mundane. I realize that going skiing isn't always a mundane thing. Same thing with golf, right?
It can be, but there is like a mentality that of great gratitude, maybe, that you need to cultivate too.
But I think that the root that underlies so much of what is greater than golf is that there is something that you experience that is greater than the 9 holes that you played in February in Colorado on a 65-degree day, or being able to go ski today with friends. Is the thing that is there is the gratitude for being able to do those things, knowing that that's not true for everybody all the time, or that it's accessible for them. But I think that's something to talk about in another space and time. But the idea is thinking that when you're standing, at least for me, when we're at the top of Copper Mountain, when you get to the very top of the Super B, right? And you see across the valley to other 13,000 foot peaks, and the clouds are kind of playing with the peaks and in the valleys there. And you're starting to think that I have the opportunity and have been given the opportunity to play in this space, to create. That's what I love about skiing. Golf is the same way, is that you have a certain capability or a skill set that you can then begin to, you could call it perform, but on the ski hill, it's like, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to turn this way. I'm going to shape a turn or ski or style or.
I think what we're getting at is a little bit. It's a little bit the creativity and the art form of it, and some people's golf game might look a little bit more like a Picasso.
Well, yeah,
but in the ideal form, if you're like like sometimes you get like that shot, and maybe you have a couple in a row, that are that shot, and they're fleeting, but it is this like putting something into creation, that is beautiful, and pure. and should be celebrated. And I think part of the heart behind it is not just to do more of this ourselves, but to bring others into it and around that mindset of that, like that, the spirituality or the gratitude or the appreciation of it, but doing that together is in community with support or with maybe coaching or whatever it is, that can help others really take joy in that too.
Yeah.
And I feel like this about golf a lot of times has a really hard culture in some ways. There's some chauvinist pieces that you run into.
Sure.
There's can be a really negative or kind of deserving kind of pretentious vibe to it. And what I'd like to bring into the golf world is not that. It is a really, it's like how you play matters, like integrity of the sport and the game, and an honor of the tradition, but also not an exclusivity. I would like to make it accessible, and I'd like to make these types of experiences, maybe they're not to Chamonix or maybe they're not to Torrey. Right. I'd like to make them accessible to people that, you know, I didn't deserve to go to Torrey or to Nova Scotia. I kind of got gifted or invited, and I'm just like, when I was in Nova Scotia, I sat in that hotel room and I played Corey Asbury and cried. Like as the sun set over on the the west side of the island.
What would you say was coming up?
Oh, it was just knowing I don't, like Corey Asbury, I don't deserve it. Like the reckless love of God. Like that song. That song came on, and I just like there's nothing about me or anything I've earned that actually deserves this type of experience. God is so good. Like, ugh. And it was just welling up and overflowing out of me, and you just can't even describe the feeling of how much gratitude and how beyond me that being in some of these places has been, and what that has given me. So there is that wanting to help others experience these type of things. It might not, like I said, it might not be Nova Scotia. It might be going and skiing up at A Basin and then coming down and playing, but in a way, in an orchestrated way, with some excellence and some type of intentionality. That like people are like, whoa, that was a greater than day. Like that's a day greater than I could even hope to have experienced.
I think that what you were just talking about is interesting in thinking about greater than golf being golf, or is the medium, or almost it's the environment in which we enjoy and appreciate and love. It's a game that we seek to find how we are responding in different environments. It's just, golf is one medium. That's why it's great. Things are greater than just the game. It's what we discover about, or it's what we can discover about who we are, the way that we function in the world, how we can create a discipline around practicing, discover how is it that we're thinking about even shaping a shot, how we are engaging with other people, how we feel when we stand on the first tee with strangers, maybe in a foursome.
I think golf, it's interesting that it is greater than golf, like that we've decided on that. We've went around on this, whether it's just be like greater than sports.
Or
greater than I don't know, adventure. Like what is it?
Yeah.
We have come back to golf.
Yeah.
As being one of the defining features of the brand.
Yeah.
And I think there is a reason behind that. And golf is that solo, but also great in a foursome, like a 4-pack of people or multiple 4-packs, foursomes, that it really exposes a lot of our inner world.
Yeah.
And if we just dissect it a little bit, look at it closely, a lot of a reaction to a missed putt or whatever, how it feels like to be with somebody you really admire or want to play well in front of.
Sure.
And the pressure that puts on you and what that exposes a little bit. Like there's all sorts of different examples I can think of actually with golf.
Yeah.
One of the prime ones we talk about is actually one of yours.
Yeah.
And your short game.
Yes.
I don't know. We probably don't need to get into that now, but there are some dynamics at play within your personal story and with your being.
Yeah.
And they get exposed really quickly.
Yeah.
When you're around certain people and you need to hit a chip.
Yeah.
And be delicate and it doesn't come off. It doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do think that that is one of the reasons why we came back to golf as being a little bit of a core piece. And in the brand name.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think part of golf is I was coming back into the game really because my son was playing golf, you were coaching, and
our sons were on the same
team. And my dad lives on a golf course. He's playing golf every day. But life takes turns and I played a lot when I was in middle school, but that was a long time ago. And so, but being around it and then coming back into it, I think is the compelling part of why it is that why it's greater than golf is that there are things that begin to, that are in our mind, how we think about what our mindset is when we're thinking about either a particular shot or a part of, for me, my short game.
Yeah.
We can talk about that story longer, but it really comes down to the character and nature of who we are, who we believe ourselves to be, and how sometimes those moments of come out into how we physically perform in certain environments.
Yeah. And golf is a game that will test your integrity. I mean, really quickly,
right? Or
your ability to be embarrassed and to keep that integrity or keep going in what you're doing and not like kind of run away and hide in a way.
Yeah.
Like the whole pick the ball, put it in the pocket, move to the next tee box, which is always permission granted to do it because I understand why.
Yeah.
But I think like the putting green is a great place to see people's like reaction to, missing the putt and if they will go through a routine and actually hit the next putt.
Yeah.
Or if they will just retreat and like call it a double.
Yeah. Well, it's what you're bringing up there is interesting on what we witness on the green.
Yeah.
There's what we experience for ourselves, but then what we see in other people and how we engage with that. I think that I wonder if that's another part of it is there is the golf exposing or sharing with us how we experience those moments, but also how we see that in other people.
Yeah. Yeah. And in a community, I mean, if it can be a thing where you're like, Hey, noticed when you missed that putt that whatever, and then you sunk down and then you couldn't get your game together for the rest of the game around.
Yeah.
I even I was teaching somebody to play, a friend, and he was doing great.
Yeah.
And then he left his sunglasses behind accidentally. It was the end, it was like the end of the world. Like his round fell apart.
Interesting.
Because the shame of leaving something behind and the fear that he wasn't gonna be able to get it back. And I was like, where did that come from? Like, we'll get your sunglasses back. We just gotta go find them.
Yeah.
But it was a monumental thing. And why?
Yeah.
And we talked about it afterwards. Like, hey, like I noticed this is what happened.
Yeah.
Is there something that this relates back to that we're like,
right.
Like you could, the guy could actually probably afford 100,000 pairs of these sunglasses.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like a financial
burden
right. Or whatever, worried that you'd never be able to get sunglasses again.
Yeah.
So it is interesting this how golf as a game really does expose some things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think the other part that you're sharing there is within those relationships or that fellowship that occurs over time on a golf course, when you witness what other things are happening amongst other guys that you're playing with or other people that you're playing with, those relationships allow you to be able to walk off and say, hey, I noticed this. What's going on? And I think that's what makes greater than golf have so much meaning for us. Is golf is a great place it's the environment, it's the medium, it's the crucible, it's all the parts and pieces. But what really has purpose and meaning are some of the outcomes of the relationship. And
if you do it right, it's quality. It's the quality time is ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
4 hours or plus. I mean, depends on what you're playing and how fast it's going.
Yeah.
I mean, the joke, right, is like the round takes 4 hours, but the warm up, the getting there, like, honey, I'll be back
in 6,
maybe 7,
maybe 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the exciting thing about starting this is it's been something. I think we have a longing to be able to go. One is just loving golf, right?
Yeah.
And amongst other things, being able to live in Colorado, being able to do a whole bunch of other kinds of things, and thinking a fantastic day is maybe a combination of all of those things. But it really comes down to a love of the game, a love of the game of golf as well.
Yeah.
But that greater than golf represents that there is something that underlies all of that we long for ourselves.
Yeah.
To be in a community or a group or other people that we can trust, that also we can grow in, that we can find a kind of love that is restorative and renewing and redemptive in many ways.
Yeah.
I know that in many ways it's kind of like our kid. We talked about how our kids are growing, and I don't have my son to go play golf with me. So who do I go play golf with?
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
And maybe that's not true for everybody, but sometimes, I'm losing my golf partner because they're going and doing other things, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
But, how do I shift who I go play with now? Because I'm not playing with my kid, my son, but now I'm playing with other folks. Yeah,
who value in a way the same type of things.
Right. Yeah.
Or we can there isn't a desire to help others and to bring them along with on the journey.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I think that's how I feel like the hope for greater than golf is. It, in some ways, I suppose you could say it's for us. what we long for ourselves.
Yeah, as create, like, it is part of creativity, like God's gift, preference, creativity. We're creating something that we really, really just want to. If I can do this for my life, in the quality that we want to do this, then I'm all in. I'm down.
Yeah.
So that is a big part.
And I think because of that, we want to invite other people into it. It's like, let's create together. Let's go play together.
Let's prepare together. We talk about the training side of things, which is more than just the physical. It is physical. Yeah. But there's a mindset piece. Right. Of how we prepare our bodies, how we prepare our minds to engage as best as we can with the quality that, like, with excellence in our own way. Yeah. It's different for everybody of any level, but we can do our best to prepare to do these things. Yeah. Whether it's, swing speed training or running, or in the different aspects are different for different sports. So it's going to be, skiing might be different if you have a trip that it's coming up that like elk hunting. If I have an elk hunting trip coming up, I'm going to prepare differently than whether it's skiing or golf or what. So there's a combination of things that you can put together somewhat of a program to actually be able to do that in a successful, or at least somewhat successful way. So that we don't get there and are unprepared physically. And then there's the side of things that we've talked about that is, golf and these different activities require a certain outfit or gear, I guess. Yeah. And we're interested in putting out or creating gear that can be used in a different, like, multi-purpose. Right. Yeah. And of a certain quality too, and style. Because Colorado, not like the golf gear that comes about is mostly like, it's not all that. No. We don't witness golf brands putting out things that like you could come down from the mountain and off Chamonix, right? Right. Yeah. Ski down, paraglide, then go play around golf. Right. How would you do that in the golf gear that's out there now? It doesn't seem to be available. Yeah.
I think that's the other part, is there is a physical component, which includes gear, apparel. Like, what can you perform in? What are you comfortable in? What makes you just feel like you can go do these things in? And I think I do think that being from Colorado, we have a certain kind of aesthetic or style or preference. Yeah, is one way to put it, for what that looks like. Because in many ways, that's what we could have done. That that would have been today. Yeah, we were I was up on the hill and in the mountains, and then by the time we got back, probably could have played 9 holes.
Yeah, you could have,
for sure.
Yeah, so we were gonna go do this. So yeah. I did my day, and this is kind of not exciting. We have outside jobs. Yeah. Like, so it's not always the typical day, but Mondays I usually have off. So got up in the morning, ran with a friend, like a workout buddy. Yeah. A couple miles, worked out. He kicked my butt. He's 10 years younger than I am, but now he's making me feel it, which I'm really not happy about. I keep on telling him, you got to stop. I'm like, my pride gets in the way. I'm like lifting different weights than he is. I don't like that very much. Yeah. But anyway, so that's the second part of my day. And then had to do some work, then went and played 9 holes. Yeah. Come here to do this. Yeah. Like, it would be nice to have like the same kind of, to do all and not have to have a duffel bag.
Right. Yeah. And there's needs and there's requirements and there's other kinds of transitioning.
Yeah.
I remember training for triathlons, but what was interesting about performing in a triathlon is you had the equipment and the gear specific for those things, and you would train in that way as well.
That you bring, I mean, this kind of gets me into your background's kind of crazy. You have quite the story and have done a lot of different things. I think and this leans to like what the creation of this has been. Is your story. Like just give us a brief overview of what we have done, like in Greg's.
Well, I guess we could say when you think about jobs done or short story.
I mean, it's not just jobs or, sure. Your jobs like and your degrees, you have education.
Education
is interesting too.
So I guess if we blazed through it, right?
Yeah,
and
let's do a short.
So in high school, high school sports was soccer, baseball, basketball. Junior high was golf because in the summer my best friend was on the golf team, and so he and I, that's what we did in the summer was golf and basketball camps, right? Soccer was new at the school that I went to, but I also grew up in a small town in Colorado, so we skied in the winter all the time. And we were hiking, climbing 14ers. So there was rock climbing in there. And so in college was ski when you could and afford it. Rock climb because you only needed bouldering shoes, right?
Yeah.
And then keep playing basketball and training and those kinds of things. But during college, I worked at Disney World as a lifeguard on the college program. So that was like, should I be an animator? But then after my undergrad, I went to Steamboat and was a lift op, just pushing chairs as a lifty.
Yeah.
Blew out both my knees, went back home. Then I got a job back here in Fort Collins and was managing the swimming pool. Thought it would be cool I had a minor in anatomy and neurobiology because my undergrad was in graphic art.
Yeah.
And so I thought it would be cool to go to medical school. But then I went to Colorado Christian University for a semester doing their outdoor ed program because a buddy of mine and we started a nonprofit that took kids backpacking and rock climbing. So we did that for a while. That's when I met Elizabeth and we got married and had our first kiddo, and then went to Sun Valley, Idaho to do youth ministry. But because it was a ski town, we got to ski. That's when I started mountain biking a ton. But I had also done a half Ironman triathlon because I wanted to train and try something hard. So I did a half Ironman triathlon before that. And then we did mountain like Xterra triathlons while I was in Sun Valley.
Wow.
A kid that that I started mountain biking with, he's like, yeah, I want to start mountain biking. And he eventually started riding professionally over in Europe.
Is that right?
Yeah. But did Xterra triathlons there. And then after that, we went to, because of working with youth, it was, how do I help people more? And so that was through quite a bit of prayer and trial. A lot of, I drove a taxi because I wasn't doing youth ministry anymore. So I drove a taxi in Sun Valley, Idaho.
Okay.
With the fourth kiddo.
Yeah.
On the way.
Wow.
Drove a taxi for about 3 months and then went to Denver Seminary, and that's where I got my degree in counseling. Did our first, after 2 years of doing that secondary degree, got a counseling job down in Austin, Texas. So we went to Austin, Texas, and it was horrible.
Yeah, I know.
So that's another time. Came back here to Fort Collins. We sold everything, had no job or anything, and lived with my sister for a little while, lived with some other friends for about 3 months. And then Elizabeth is the first one who got a full-time job first. I got my personal training certification and CrossFit certification. So I was doing counseling and triathlon coaching and coaching in a CrossFit gym for a little while. And then one of the guys that owned a CrossFit gym here that I was coaching with went back to go work at HP.
Yeah. And then you got responsible and got your job
and then I got responsible so that's where I've been for the last 11 years. So that's the quick.
That is quick, and like, yeah, I'm just astounded about the experiences that you've had, and they kind of all fit into what we're trying to do in a way.
True.
Which is, it's just beyond. I mean, I can give my quick.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as versatile.
Because you were in Twin Falls.
Yeah.
And we used to go from Sun Valley, we used to just drive to Twin Falls all the time.
Because you go to Twin.
You go to Twin.
Yeah, it's a big city of like 35,000 people.
Yeah. Well, when you're in Sun Valley and milk costs $1,000, you go to Twin,
Costco.
Go to
Winco. Yeah. I love Winco. I wish we had Wincos here.
Yeah.
They still are in Oregon and Idaho.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would go whenever I travel through there. I'm like, we have to have a Winco.
Yeah, you do. You have to go to Winco.
Yeah, I grew up in Twin Falls, Idaho. It's a cool spot right along the Snake River Canyon, if you guys haven't been.
Yeah.
And a lot of fun to be had down in the canyon. Grew up cliff jumping, skiing a lot, Sun Valley, or the smaller places that were around, Soldier, Pomerel. Not Tamarack. No.
Oh.
I think that's a little more north.
Go over to Boise and ski bogus.
I never did ski bogus. We see either Sun Valley or the two really small mountains near me.
Right.
Traveled a little bit to ski some different places, but I started skiing really young. Started swimming really young.
Yeah.
Like before I could walk, I could swim, because we lived at a place called Miracle Hot Springs, actually in the Hagerman Valley for the first 5 years of my life.
Okay.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
If you ever can go to Miracle Hot Springs, softest water you'll ever swim in. Really fluoride rich.
Yeah.
Feels like you're swimming in silk.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
It was a cool place to grow up. And then I came to Fort Collins at 18 to go to school at CSU.
Right.
And that's where we still live now.
Yeah.
Met my wife at 21. I met her when I was 20. Quick family happened there. Was a dad by that time. I was 22. Mm-hmm. Changed life. But it was when I was 18 in college that I got obsessed with golf. I'd played when I was younger, like picked the range. My best friend was the best golfer in Idaho, he's state champion when we were young.
Okay.
So I didn't think I was any good. I didn't feel like I could really invest my time in it.
Yeah.
And I had a weird thing when I was a kid. I played a lot of sports, but man, did I want to make the best play. I was the kid that would dive for the ball, whether I needed to dive for it or not on the baseball field. I look back and I just shake my head. I'm like, what, dude? What were you thinking? So I tried to swing really hard at golf balls too.
Yeah.
And when you don't have technique, that doesn't work out very well.
Yeah.
Balls go everywhere. But got obsessed with golf when I was 18, and also was kind of obsessed with weightlifting and bodybuilding at the same period of time.
Okay.
So started kind of training on both of those fronts. You realize how much free time you have when you're in college after the fact.
Right. Yeah.
Lifting 7 days a week and playing golf.
Yeah.
The other 7 days of the week.
I would go play pickup for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just pick up basketball for 4 or 5 hours.
I wish I would have really would have realized it back then. But what are you going to do?
Right.
And ever since have been obsessed with golf, gotten better, got to the point where I started coaching golf, and somewhat teaching golf on the side.
Yeah.
And I still I don't know. It's I've been in a steady road to playing better golf.
Yeah.
And just I think the life really changed actually when I was 28. I've owned businesses. I'm a business owner. I own a restaurant and another small business. I love the entrepreneurial creativity side of things. Mm-hmm. I haven't had all the interesting jobs, but I have. My first job out of college was owning a restaurant, which I was not ready for, and has led me. I can fix almost anything now because everything breaks in a restaurant.
Right.
And it's led me to I wasn't very good with managing people or dealing with personal people development.
Yeah.
Led me down the road to my own, like, really quest for own personal development.
Yeah.
Participated in a lot of different men's retreats and different things. Fascinated with neurology, fascinated with psychology, and my own personal personality. I dig deep on things.
Yeah.
So I would read the books. I would go like
all the way,
a deep dive in to really try to understand and really want to, the more knowledge, the better.
Yeah.
And then, most recently, went from golf coach to somewhat personal coach.
Yeah.
So been doing that for the last couple of years for, gentlemen, like just one-on-one for different men. And I found that really rewarding. It has to do a little bit, the way I do it is a little more with like, internal world.
Yeah.
And, getting into I get into people's business and figure out where they're feeling stuck, where they're feeling powerless, and give them a way to, get unstuck.
Yeah.
Take their power back in a way.
Yeah.
Somewhat like, and be healthy in relationships at the same time.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a short of it.
Yeah.
I just started a new restaurant another 6 months ago, which has delayed our start. That's for sure.
That's all right.
It's taken a lot. But, and I'm still in the thick of it, but we're getting more directions now.
Yeah.
We're getting through it.
That's good. So I think that when we think about greater than golf, is those stories brief, or what we would say are brief?
What we would say are brief. I don't know what time we're at now, but
right, I don't either.
We could be a couple hours deep right now. We wouldn't even know it.
True. I think that we have ways that we have experienced and grown and hopefully gathered some wisdom along the way,
and are still
but longing for continued growth in who we are,
always
who we are in relationship to being created by God, by our Creator, who we are in the work of redemption, restoration, renewal, and oneness.
Yeah. What I'd call that is like how we can bring a little bit of heaven down to earth in a way. Yeah. How can we be pockets of what it will be like in heaven one day when heaven comes back, when Jesus comes back. What that will be like when there's no in our mission to be that, or calling to be little pieces of that and spread that within our realm.
Yeah. It's creating an environment to experience that as well, the way that we've experienced it. Sometimes it is like the purity of a pure shot, a pure golf shot.
Yeah.
There are moments, right?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And you could say, well, it's just the golf shot and it's pure, but there is something that you feel.
And if you go about your practice and preparation in certain ways, you'll be able to maybe do that more often.
Yeah.
Some people, like, it happens once and then they're hooked, and then when are they going to figure that one out again? I'm not really sure. It's like the luck
right.
There's 1,000 different good golf swings, but there's 1,000,000 plus bad ones.
Yeah.
So there is a way in which I think we can go about that.
Yeah.
We're kind of drawing the simile between golf and life.
Right.
There are ways you can go about preparation and your daily life in a way to create those type of experiences for yourself more often, where you're living in your purpose, in your created purpose, And I think that's like the pure golf shot.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, that was something just beyond what we normally experience.
Yeah.
And if we are operating our purpose, I feel like we can kind of get that a little bit more and more often.
Yeah.
In a more embodied experience, not just so fleeting as a golf shot, and then you're like, oh, now we go chase it again.
Yeah, and it's around the language that we've used for greater than golf is experiencing the fullness of life.
Yeah.
And that can be a sustained thing in different ways, but it is, in order to experience that, it does require what we would call what we would call those three main areas around having a mindset, practice, and play. And mindset being around, how do I come into this? What is it that I know about myself? What is it that I'm thinking about or considering, or what is true?
Yeah. And it could be like emotional IQ, and there's some, like, if you're locked out of like feeling joy, if you're stuck within like just like a flat line, which I was at points in my life.
Sure.
I came out in just like it's just John. I'd been called a flatliner. Like, highs aren't very high, lows aren't very low. Yeah. We're just living in grayscale in a way.
We've talked about that, about living at just, what do we say? Just like slightly better than average.
Yeah. I'd say like, in what I've experienced through two different things, coming out of that, and this is my heart for everybody, is grace. There's way better technology out there. Like, it's like, hey, have your TV. If you just bought the old box TV that was gray, and that's where you lived, that's your world, that's what you're watching, that's the colors, what we're seeing.
Right.
Man, there's so much more.
Yeah.
And just like TVs, the technology just keeps getting better. 14K. Yeah. I don't even know what's out there now.
14K.
Whatever. 4K.
Yeah.
8K. What is it now? Do you know?
8K.
Is it 8K now?
You could maybe go to 10K, I think. Anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that's like, I've come from the grayscale life.
Yeah.
Of like not bringing much emotional joy to myself or the people around me. And kind of being the guy on the couch.
Yeah.
Or the guy that's avoiding coming home because he doesn't know how to enter into his like fatherhood in a way that is life-giving.
Yeah.
For him or his wife or his kids.
Yeah.
And then somehow there's an awakening that happens.
Yeah.
And mine was through like some transformational experiences. Like, first put my faith in Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, and then like, that wasn't fullness of life yet. Although it became available to me.
Yeah.
There were some intentional transformational experiences that I went through that gave me access and more to more fullness of life. The problem is we live in the world that tries to bring us back into the kind of mundane.
Sure.
And the like mire, the muck.
Yeah.
The almost like swimming in mud.
Yeah.
It's like, this is not easy, but I feel like the world tries to bring us back into that. And it does take intentionality for me to get out of that and keep on experiencing the joy and the fullness of what God has for us, to what is available to us here now.
Yeah.
We don't have to wait for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So how does that speak to you in what the fullness of life?
I think that what I have experienced around that is coming into my 50s, there is a place that I began feeling what is next? What am I useful for?
Yeah, what am I good for?
Yeah, what are we really doing? And because there's a shift, right? There is,
and you fought through some injuries too.
Yeah.
At the same time, like you have in the over the course of time,
right?
So there is a piece of like that's the physical side of it,
right?
Like we're fighting to keep our bodies. Like what the statistic is 1% a year or something like that. Keep on getting that pushed at me,
right? Oh yeah.
And then somebody just told me that started even earlier. It started at 36. So I'm like, I'm down. I'm like, wait,
where are we going?
So we're fighting to keep the 1%, but also fighting from injury.
Yeah.
That's the physical side of things. But then there's fullness of life in the other side of things too.
Right. And I think that's the important part is understanding the truth around the physical part of life. Who are we physically?
Yeah.
What am I capable of? What is my practice? How does my practice change? So that includes what recovery time do I need? What is really appropriate for me to be able to train and to work out? As you say that,
my lower back just tightened up, and I realized that when I went out to hit balls on the range yesterday, which I did, like I just got my driver out and started swinging as hard as I could multiple times, and I just kept on hitting balls. Yeah. I'm like, oh, what? Like, really? Is that really is that the best use of my body to do this? And what am I risking?
Yeah. What are you, and I think about that maybe more so now. So even today, I'm going to be that guy who, before I click into my skis, I'm swinging my legs.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing hip mobility, and I'm on the ground, rolling around while everybody is just trying to get into the lift line.
Right.
I'm okay being that guy.
Yeah, there's like a certain mentality you have to put, a humility and I'm gonna do what I need to do to put my best foot forward here, and warming up is part of that.
Right. And so when we think, that's the practice part of what we talk about, so that we can play. Elizabeth has started to ski in the last few years, and this was last season, but we were over at Sunshine Lift, and beautiful sunny day, and skiing down just groomers, and I turned to look because I just pointed at him and was carving some turns. And then I turned to look to find where Elizabeth is, somewhere uphill. And she is like flying like right next to me. And I just remember laughing.
Yeah.
Because, and when I think about that, that's what I think about play. She has worked and been disciplined enough to continue to come and learn how to ski faster and better, and upgrade some equipment and some other kinds of things. And when I think about moments of fullness of life with people, I don't know, that sticks out in my mind significantly, because what we do with our bodies, what we do to discipline, what we do to share time together, right, is so important with our wives, with our kids, with our friends. And I think about that many times. It's like, we could, for golf, I could just go out and just go swing and not work on my short game or work on my interior part of what I need to do in order to continue to improve in that spot, because it's a raw place.
Yeah, totally.
At the same time, when I think about that, is last year when I had the opportunity to go play the TPC, that those issues came up, and it becomes less around the fullness of life in the midst of that game to becoming this almost like this storm of emotions, which, all of a sudden you're well, because you've been with me.
Well, you're pulled out of it.
Yeah.
You're pulled out of what you should be enjoying in your experience.
Right.
And it pulls you out. And then all of a sudden you are really just managing something that is like almost a shame pile mixed with the, like, why am I spending my time doing this? How much
time, money, and effort have I
put into getting out here, and then I didn't even put in the time and effort previous to, like, so there is this piece that takes you out. If you just go out without any preparation, this is for me. I know some people might be able to just go enjoy being very poor or mediocre and being all over the place. Like, it's a nice walk in the park.
Yeah.
But for me, if I was going to go have a nice walk in the park, I just go have a nice walk in the park.
Right. Yeah.
And then I use the golf course as a place to go enjoy, chase maybe a pure shot, hopefully play well, but then have enough of a preparation in the midst of it to be able to pinpoint smaller things,
right,
and take them out and be like, okay, maybe I need to work on this one, or why am I feeling like this at this point in time, in order to chase a little bit more of the excellence. Because if you're going out and just like kind of all over the place, you're not chasing excellence. You're just getting a lot of steps in, and I don't know. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't want to say that it's a wrong way.
Right.
There's no wrong way to do this.
Yeah.
I love that people go out and enjoy the game.
Yeah.
However they're going to enjoy it. How I want to show up is a little different than that.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what I'd like. That part's about.
I think if we were being really honest with ourselves out on the golf course, and you're just going to go out and say, drink beers and hang out with friends, that's what you say.
Yeah.
But if we were being really honest with ourselves, very truthful with how we feel about things, there is a performance element that persists.
Yes.
And that's why the outcomes of a putt or the yips or that continuing fade that is really more like a slice.
It's an inner competitiveness.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
There's this desire to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what sits in there. And then the fullness of life is not always sunshine and rainbows and joy all the time. The part that makes it full is coming into the awareness around what am I experiencing in this moment? What is it that I sense? It's the same kind of thing. I think that's why we see the connection between, I need to go work on this because it didn't perform to what you felt you could do or have seen or witnessed, or what you begin to feel like you're capable of in that space.
Yeah. Yeah. There is this want to be fully present, and therefore fully experience and fully enjoy whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm being present in, whether it's a relationship, whether it's conversation with my wife, with my kids, and to not be so, and this, I'll get this way, not be so either in grayscale or in reactionary mode. Right. Of like, everything's just like coming at me and I'm just automatically like doing, some sort of ninja kung fu tricks to like, hit things, swatting flies or whatever it is. Yeah. To be responsive and to be aware and present within my spheres and where I'm does actually like that is part of the fullness of life type thing.
And I would suggest that greater than golf, what we are proposing as well is that fullness of life is around, in the context of golf, is how we create things. You can shape a shot. So part of creating a score or creating a game or creating a shot is what are the skill sets that we've put together or that you have practiced, the things that you've worked on,
physical, mental,
all of those parts, training, physical, warm up, in the weight room, mobility, all of those parts and pieces come together to, what do you know?
We've run out of light battery.
What we've talked about is creating the environment around. Greater than golf is about creating an environment for people to understand how to experience the fullness of life through a proper mindset, intentional practice, and adventurous play.
That's it.
Yeah.
You did it.
There we go.
Succinct. Love it. And in this podcast, we will be exploring those aspects. I mean, we'll be sharing our experiences.
Yeah.
Whether it's what happened today or what we've experienced in life, and trying to gain some insight or give some insight within those, or maybe just share them, because shared experience and conversation is important, because then other people will know they're not alone too. And we'll share our stories, probably vulnerably, because I don't do anything probably that's not that to that level of things.
Right.
And hopefully, and share what we're doing, and maybe in the creation of the experiences going forward that we are going to make available to the outside world. And invite the people, our listeners, into the community that we're creating. And that might look like the product we might put out there, the apparel we might put out there, or the adventure that we are planning that we want to take people on with us.
The things that we invite you to join us on the podcast and what we're sharing, and inviting you in to be a part of that community and be a part of those adventures.
Yeah, I think that's well said. We look forward to it. I'm like, this makes me super excited. To see what's come and to spend more time with you. We've talked about that being a big piece of what this has been great is our conversations. I've really enjoy.
Well, good.
And this will let us spend even more quality time in experiences, in conversation, in life together. So I'm looking forward to that more than anything else. Whether it turns into like, whether this is the community and we have a few others join us that are like, these guys are kind of weird, and deep and think big thoughts. No matter, I'm open.
It really is about inviting other people into coming into the journey of discovering what the fullness of life looks like, because it's what we talked about. What is it that we long for? And I think that's what it is. Longing for experiencing the fullness of life, knowing that there are things that want to kill, steal, and destroy and take that. Knowing that there are things out there that we long for to draw others into, not just the people that we know immediately, our wives, our children, our closest friends, but also being able to bring others into that, because there's a need for it, because we see it in other people and other guys that we encounter and go with, and being able to come in and share those experiences.
Yeah. So there's a hunger out there beyond us.
Yeah.
For what we're talking about, for greater than golf, for greater than like a greater than life.
Yeah.
And yeah, I look forward to bringing that in the world with you and with all you out there.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Yes.
Cool. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
All right. So come join us on a journey to discover what it's like to experience the fullness of life and how to get there.
All right. See you guys next time.
All right. Take care.